Hello friends, welcome back. I hope you're all having a beautiful day there, and I had to make this video for you all because after posting my last video I got so many of you connecting with me over messages and emails asking me about homeschooling. So many questions I wanted to answer, but I couldn't reply individually, so I thought let me make this video and hopefully it will be helpful, as well as you could make your decision on what you want to do this year with your kids. So to give you an update, we have started with homeschooling officially. It has been a week. We started very slow, but fingers crossed everything went well as planned.
Book, boots, bell, bicycle, circle, red, triangle, green, rectangle.
No. Rectangle?
Rectangle pink, rectangle blue, diamond purple, square yellow.
Let me start with how we came to this decision of homeschooling our kids. Why we decided to do that. So in the month of March, mid of March, the in-person schooling closed and it came into virtual schooling. We had done that for 2 months, and then the schools closed in the end of May. So when the schools closed, we started thinking about our decision on what we actually wanted to do with our kids for this academic year. And it was very likely we felt that it would not be a normal schooling this year because there is no way that kids would go in person, and I don't know, it depends on the school district and the state that you live in as well as to what the rules are and how they decide to do schooling. I know some of the schools are opening up in person, but we were not wanting to do that anyway. And then another option was virtual schooling. The schools were making their decisions, and it was not a concrete decision by the time when we decided. We had planned for homeschooling our kids, and that was based on so much of research that I did online, because this was completely new for me as well. Nothing was I knew about homeschooling, I have heard of the term, but nothing was, I never knew how it is done in the sense how the laws are made and what should we do to comply to the law. So it depends on the state that you live in. I went by the Pennsylvania law and researched and found out none of the close friends that I know do homeschooling. I don't know of anyone who does, and that's when one of you helped me, and I'm really thankful for that. So it all depends on what you actually want to do. In the sense, personally, virtual schooling, I did not want to do that because there was so much of screen involved in it, and I really feel that the book method, the worksheets, and I really like that for my kids, and I want to be a part of their learning process. I really enjoy being a part of that. And at this specific point of time, the kids, I feel they really, since they're not meeting anyone in school in person, for that learning to be made interactive and enjoyable, I felt I needed to be a part of it. And I felt there's so much curriculum out there that you can choose for your kids, and I felt I had to really go through so much of that, because there is no fixed curriculum for elementary age kids. There is so much out there, and depending upon the skill, depending upon Adi's skill, I was able to choose the math and the different things, because as a parent you know what your kid is good at, you know what your kid needs to improve. So I could basically make a plan that was individualized for him. And for that matter, Adi is going to 3rd grade and Anjali is in pre-K. For Adi, the curriculum that I have chosen is all over the place, in the sense I'm not choosing a fixed curriculum for each subject. So as I said, depending upon his skills, and everything is not meant specifically for 3rd grade as such, for that matter. So I had to go through and research a little bit, but it's not that homeschooling is not that intimidating as it sounds like. Initially it was. So if you are in that place, I really understand, but when you go deeper into it, there is not so much of overwhelming fact, because once you realize as a parent you have been home educating your kids from birth, right? You know it, you know your kids really well, and there's nothing that you can't do. So there might be some things that you're good at, but for me, I guess subjects like art, I think that it's really helpful if somebody can show me what I need to give my kids. But there's so much out there that you can get help from, and it's just a matter of looking and researching. Since everything is online, you can find the answers to your questions there. And so with Adi, the things are more individualized for him, for his skills. And with Anjali, she is in pre-K, 4-year-old class. And for her, it's what we have decided is it's not too pushy. I don't think you need to do too much for that age. There should be let to do more of a free sort of curriculum. But also I think before she enters kindergarten, those writing skills and those sort of skills are important, and I will leave some books in the description box below so that you can check them out, and those have been really helpful. All those are available on Amazon, and it's really helpful if you have those age group of kids that you were talking about. So that's what we're doing with Anjali and Adi on curriculum wise. But other than that, I feel it's really important to read books. So I am reading certain books with Anjali that are for her, but I am also read aloud books as such for both the kids together. Each kid might get a little bit out of it. Might be a younger kid might be getting a little lesser out of it, but that doesn't matter. Reading aloud to your kids is so important, and I enjoy doing that. So that is what we're doing, as well as, and other than this, I also feel that a little bit of character building exercise is also important. So we got this card system. I got the PDF and then printed it out at home. It's called Virtues. We Love Virtues or something like that. I will leave that again in the description box below. So these are the printouts, and each one has a little story behind it and what you can do to help kids navigate those skills. So it's based on some characters, the virtues that are really important for your family values, and things that I feel that are important. So other than the curriculum, this is also an important part of schooling, I believe. So we are doing a little bit of that. And for planning the curriculum as such for the entire year, that was kind of tricky for me. So I got this online planner. It's called Homeschool Planet, and it is so helpful. I tried it free for some days and then decided to pay for it. So it's a monthly payment. So in that, you can just distribute the lesson plans. If you have brought a curriculum and then you just want to decide on how you want to divide it into the days so that you are able to finish it in that academic year. So that's really helpful. I will leave that in the description box below as well so that you can check that out. It's really helpful because once you're done with the thing, you can check it off, and if by chance you are unable to finish something on one particular day, it gives you an option to shift it to another day. Or if you have done something extra, you can push back the lesson plans as well. So that way it is really helpful, and it gives you that accountability if you're looking for that. So those are things that I really wanted to mention in this video. I know many of you were wanting to know more about kids of the preschool age group. Some of the books that are helpful for me, I will leave it. You can check that out. So yeah, that's what I wanted to update you all on. I hope you have found this video helpful, and I hope you make a decision on how you would want to educate your kids this year. Yeah, until I see you all next time, take care. Have a great time with your family and loved ones. See you all next time.